Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually going to be an Ulta haul, and it's just a haul on all the items that I purchased during the 21 days of beauty, as well as items that I purchased just, randomly going and picking up a couple of things. So let me start off with the items that were a part of the 21 days of beauty first. So the first item that I want to share with you guys is this Milk Drops Probiotic Ceramide Serum, and this I actually was planning to purchase regardless, but thankfully it was a part of the sale, so I got to purchase it 20% off. 20% off. Thinking of the Sephora, so I was able to purchase it 50% off, and this was literally the only skincare item that I did purchase during the sale. Honestly, I feel like the sale this year was honestly just really crappy, and they didn't really have that many makeup items, which is really disappointing. But this was one item that I actually did like from all of the skincare items that they featured this year. And so far, I tried it twice, so I can't really tell yet. But so far, it hasn't broken me out, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so this is the first item that I want to share with you guys. And now, the next item that I purchased was the Becca highlighter in the color Champagne Pop. I never had this shade, but I always wanted it, and it looks like so. Let me swatch it for you guys so you guys can kind of see what it looks like on my skin tone. It's a color that's always been appealing to me, but I just was lazy about it and never wanted to purchase it. But obviously, since Becca is going out of style, I decided to make that, purchase just to be able to grab this before they completely sell out. And they did actually sell out of all the highlighters when I went back to see what other shades they had. But luckily, I was able to purchase this one. And then I also repurchased from Becca the backlight priming filter. This is the one that I currently have that was not a part of the sale. I actually purchased two. No judgment, please. This is literally my all-time favorite illuminating primer ever. So I bought two as a backup. And let me just see if I can show you guys how this looks on the skin. Trying to do just like a little because I know this thing pops out a lot. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like compared to my other hand. So as you can tell, you can see that glow there compared to this part of my hand that's hasn't been touched by the primer. And I just really love this glowy no glitter primer. My all-time favorite. Nothing till this day beats it. So yes, I definitely had to get backups of it. And then I know this is a lot, but I even got the mini travel size just for eventually when I do go on vacation. I actually plan to go on vacation in July, so I was thinking of purchasing this for that trip. Now the next item that I purchased were from Tarte, and the first one is the Ultra Creamy Tarte Concealer, and I bought it in the shade Light Medium Sand. Yes, Light Medium Sand, and let me swatch that for you guys so you can see what that looks like. So this is what it looks like without it being blended out, but I do prefer my concealers to be lighter than my skin tone, just because I do like that illuminating under eye. I have very dark circles. So that's what that looks like. And I'm hoping it's not as cakey as a Shape Tape, because I hated the Shape Tape genuinely, like with a passion. It was horrible. I still to this day don't understand how people love it and hype it up so much. Personally, me, it's like the worst concealer ever, but that's just me personally. I also did repurchase because I actually have one open, and it's the Tarte Man Eater Mascara. And it looks like this. Now let me open it up so you guys can see what the bristles on this wand look like. So it's just like a fat rubbery bristles, but I swear this is the best mascara that I've ever used to really make my lashes look, really voluminous. And it does not irritate my eyes. You guys know I'm like super picky with mascaras because everything usually irritates my eyes, but this thankfully doesn't. So I just decided to get a backup. I usually, don't wear mascara all the time, so I'm pretty good when it comes to not needing to purchase one like every 2 or 3 months. So that should be fine. This will last me a couple months until I actually have to open up the one that I purchased from the sale. And then The last item that I purchased from the sale, this was, I feel like, a bit excessive, but I've never tried out this brand, so I wanted to try them out. And it was the MAC blushes. I actually purchased 3, and as you can tell, they're kind of all in the same color family. So the shades that I purchased were Peaches, Melva, and Gingerly. So let me open these up. I've never ever tried MAC blushes just because in high school everyone used to wear MAC and I hated, no offense to any of my friends or anything, but I hated the way MAC looked on their skin. I felt like it just looked really cakey and excessively, I don't know, it just looked like too much. Like whenever they would apply that powder from MAC, it was like their skin and then you would just see like this huge film of makeup. So I was always turned off from MAC because of that. Besides, obviously, you guys know I love my MAC Fix Plus, but their makeup products, I've never tried anything out just because of that traumatic time of when I was in high school, seeing everyone overly, you know, made up and just how thick and layered that looked on their face. So I always just picture MAC as just being like basically like TV makeup or costume makeup where it's just really too much. And you guys know I'm very like natural. I don't ever do too much to my face, so I was always turned off. But I've always heard great things about the blushes, so I told myself to, you know, give them a shot and see if I actually like them. So I'm gonna swatch all 3 of them for you guys on my hand, so that way you guys can see what it looks like on my skin tone. So let me just add a little bit of a thicker consistency so you guys can really see it. And let's see, I'm trying to have it focus. Okay, there we go. So from top to bottom, it's Peaches, Melva, and then Gingerly here at the bottom. And I'm actually the most excited about trying Gingerly. No, wait, Peaches, I'm sorry. It's Peaches. It's actually Peaches and Gingerly. I feel like those look like the type of shades that I would wear, so I'm pretty excited about trying those out. And they do feel really nice and smooth. And I watched like hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos on these blushes before I purchased them because I wanted to make sure I picked out colors that I know will suit my skin, because there's nothing worse than trying out a new brand and then you pick something that's not something that you're, you know, usually wearing, so you're automatically just gonna be turned off by the brand. So I wanted to make sure it was shades that I know that I would wear and that I like, so that's why I went with those 3, and hopefully they work out for me. I'm excited to try them out. I have not tried them out just because I wanted to wait for this video to show you guys what I had purchased before I even tried anything on my face. Now for the items that I purchased that were not a part of the sale, these are all items that were not a part of the sale. The first thing that I purchased was this brow styler definer in the shade Brunette. I actually ran out of my Anastasia and I wanted to give the drugstore eyebrow pencils a chance, just because, you know, obviously they're more affordable, and that's the reason why I decided to purchase this. Hopefully this is my shade. I also looked up a lot of Google swatches and this one seems like it will suit me. And I just finished my Anastasia pencil, so I will be opening up that baby very soon. The next item that I purchased were 2 eyeshadow palettes from e.l.f. The first one that I purchased was Pumpkin Pie, and it looks like so. I know, nothing new, nothing special, but I still wanted to show you guys. And it looks like that, just typical shades, warm shades. And the other palette that I purchased was Truffles, and it looks like that. I was really pleased with the last palette that I purchased from e.l.f. that I decided to go for another 2 palettes, and especially for the price, I feel like it is, you know, something that you can't pass up. And I just thought these 2 would be perfect, and they would work so well with the other palette. I was trying to be very cohesive when I chose the palettes, colors that I felt like would all work together, so that's why I chose these 2, and I'm excited to try these out. I hope they're just as good as the other one that I purchased. Now, speaking of e.l.f., I also purchased a cream blush, which you guys know I'm like the biggest cream products person. So I did purchase the Putty blush in the shade Bali. So I know if you look at it from here, it looks really intense and red. And once you actually you know, put it on your face, it just gives you like that nice terracotta burnt look to your face. And I knew when I saw this shade, that's exactly what it was going to give me. And that's why I intentionally chose this. Usually I always go obviously for like peachy shades, but I just thought this would be perfect for the summer. So let me just swatch it for you guys so you guys can see what the shade looks like on the skin. And it actually blends out really, really, really easily. It's so weird. It has like this gel texture, which I've never had, I think, any cream product that feels like a gel texture. So let me do a swatch of it and I'll blend it out, and then when that is, just to show you guys that it is not as intense as it looks. So let me close this because I know I will drop it. So as you can tell, this is the non-blended side, and then this is what it looks like once you actually do blend out the blush. And it does blend out very easily. And it does give like a powdery gel. I don't know how to describe the finish and the feel of it, but that's what it's giving me. So as you can tell, it's just very sheer, but it looks like, you know, it would be you being out in the sun and just getting a little bit of a burnt look to your cheeks. So I'm really, really excited to try this out. And then another item that I purchased from e.l.f. was their liquid metallic eyeshadows. There was another shade that I wanted, but they didn't have it. The shade that I purchased was Meteor, and it looks like this. It's like an orange shade. Now let me swatch it so you guys can see it. They have metallics and then they have glitters, and I do not like glitter eyeshadows. I obviously wear contacts, so I'm not trying to have anything fall inside my eyes and then scratch my eye. So this is what it looks like. It basically looks like the Stila liquid eyeshadows, and let's blend it out. I chose this color because it reminded me of like a summer goddess, and I just thought this would be such a beautiful color to put all over the eye. And it just gives like a nice tint to the eyes. Greek goddess, I don't know why, but that's the first thing that came to my mind, and I just think it's beautiful, and I can't wait to try it out on my eyes. And I'm extra excited because it does not have glitter in it. That was like the biggest thing. So I'm glad that they do offer a, you know, metallic version and then a glitter version for the, you know, us over here on the other side of the non-glitter section that like eyeshadows that don't have glitter. So yeah guys, I'm really excited about trying that out. Then I purchased this Essence Lash Princess. Now, like I mentioned, I do have sensitive eyes, but I always hear great things about this, and I decided to take the risk and see if this will irritate my eyes or not. I've always heard how amazing this mascara is, and I've always wanted to try it out, so I decided to just, you know, bite the bullet and purchase it. I mean, it's a very inexpensive purchase, so hopefully it works out for me and it does not irritate my eyes. I'm excited to try this out. And then I actually have this lipstick that I'm actually wearing today, and it is the Maybelline Ulta Matte, and it is a matte lipstick in the shade, what shade is this? More Rust. So this is what it looks like, and let me just show you what the actual lipstick looks like. So that is what it looks like, and in case you're wondering, I am wearing it right now. So that is what it looks like on my lips. I really like the formula. It's a little bit like a smidge drying, but nothing uncomfortable. So I'm actually really, really, really impressed with this matte formula. I actually want to get more shades. I just picked up one just to see what I thought about the formula, and so far I like it. Like I said, it's a little bit drying, but nothing where it's gonna give you like butthole lips or go into your fine lines. I feel like it looks perfectly fine. And right now with the whole mask thing, I'm actually going more for like satin or matte formulas, just because it doesn't just easily transfer and disappear like a regular, you know, glossy lipstick or gloss would when you wear a mask. And then one of the last items that I also have that I purchased, it's this bio blender from EcoTools. So the reason I purchased this is because it's actually 100% biodegradable, and it's the makeup sponge. And even the actual packaging itself is biodegradable. They actually have like this really cute sticker back here that says "Plant Me." So when I saw this, I thought this was amazing. I can't believe no one has came out with a sponge that, you know, once it like goes out into the earth. It just, you know, dissolves and doesn't harm the planet. So of course I had to support that, and I purchased one of these. I haven't actually tried out the sponge, so I don't know how squishy it feels, but I did open it just to kind of feel what it felt like, and it seems like it should work fine once it's wet. I mean, obviously I can't speak for it yet, but I'm hoping that it does work out for me, because then that would be even a better plus. You know, I don't want to just buy something and then just promote it and then it sucks, then no one's gonna want to buy it. So hopefully it does work out for me. But if you guys were interested, you definitely should check it out, because again, like I said, the box itself, obviously not the plastic, but the box itself and the sponge itself are 100% biodegradable, so you can go out and plant them and not worry or feel guilty about, you know, putting this in the trash and it just, you know, not disintegrating into the earth for like a million years like most products. So yeah, I just thought this was a really cool, innovative product that they came out with. And now the last item that I purchased was this Naked Urban Decay Wild West palette, and it looks like so. I love it. It has like this awesome snake skin. Let me see if it focuses. Sorry guys. As you can see, I've never had a Naked palette ever, so I'm actually really excited to try this one out. It came out like a while ago, but I obviously, let me take out the brush. But I obviously did not purchase it when it came out, just because I wanted to wait and see. When it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I prefer to wait and see how I feel about it. I don't want to just, you know, jump on every new release when it comes out. If I obviously wait a month or so and I'm still like lusting over it, then I'll most likely purchase it, because obviously the love for the palette is still there. And so I purchased this one and I do not regret it whatsoever. I didn't go any, you know, crazy with it. I actually did apply it today on my eyes. Like I said, it's super basic eyeshadow look. I just try to have like a very fresh look. I literally only applied the first 3 shades on this side right here. That's all I have on my eyes at the moment, but so far I really enjoy it. It's a nice formula. Again, I've never had a Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, but from what I've tried so far, I am not mad at it. I like it. So that's it guys. That's all I purchased from Ulta. I hope you guys liked this video. If you have any questions or concerns, you know, you guys can always leave a comment. I will link down everything that's still available down below. I think everything should still be available, but regardless, like I said, I will link everything down below in case you saw something that, you know, caught your eye. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.